Today we will be playing Pokemon Champions. Now hold on, pump the brakes. It's not out yet, but there is a simulator on Showdown that someone has created. I will leave the link down below. You have to literally download this thing onto your computer though. Heads up. And when you do, there is a version on here of Pokemon Champions. You go to formats and it should be right here, pre-Champions VGC. Now today we're going to be using a team that Eric Rios has made pretty popular. It's top 10 of this format already. It is a Mega Dragonite with Archaludon, Sneasler, Basculegion, and Pelipper team. The only difference between his team and my team is that I really love Sneasler with Archaludon. So I added Sneasler here. Might need a little bit of work on the EVs and moveset, but for our first run at this, we're going to go ahead and bring it like this. Rocky Helmet, Machigacha, Rage Powder, Shadow Ball, and Strength Sap. Again, they had a team just like this, but theirs had an Earthworm with Shed Tail, and I see the value in that, but I also think that Sinister has high returns on Dragonite. Bringing that HP back up could reset multi-skill. Again, on Archaludon, it already took like 3 hits and its defense is pretty high, but its HP is low. We come back up with Sinister. So let's go ahead and jump right into this ladder and kind of see where we land, how we play the game. Now it is April 1st, so I forgot that you have to have like it's weird because you have to have like a certain amount of EVs. So like I have to add 1 here, and that's just so that it knows that it's not a mistake. And then I'm going to go ahead and verify the team just so that we make sure everything's good. Oh, and you have to have everything set to 31 IVs. I forgot about that. Because in Champions, everything is 31 IVs. So, now that we have that set, we should be ready to rumble pre-Champions VGC. Alright, we are going up against, I'm not going to try to pronounce her name, a Primarina with Throat Spray, Hyper Voice, Moonblast, Haze, Protect, Focus Sash, Drizzle Pelly, Hurricane, Witherball, Tailwind, Meganium, Mega Meganium with that new ability, Solar Beam, Weather Ball, Synthesis, and Encore. Then we have Dragapult, Light Clay, Glimora, Power Herb, Reflect, Light Screen, Dragon Darts, Disable. This is an interesting set for Dragapult. They want to kind of use it as a Grimmsnarl. I think Grimmsnarl's in the game, so I'm not sure why they don't just bring Grimmsnarl. Toxic Debris. Let me turn on timer so that they don't think I'm trying to stall them. Power Herb, Toxic Debris, Mortal Spin, Meteor Beam, Earth Power, Spiky Shield. Steadfast on Lycanroc. This is an interesting team, and I'm afraid that we're going to get bodied by them just because I don't know exactly what they're going for. But a fairly good start is Sneasler, Dragonite, and I like to bring Pelipper and Archaludon in the back. And then this is best of 1. It is the new team though. So if you have something cheesy, this will work off rip. So they bring Lycanroc and they bring Glimora. Alright. This is my chance to go ahead and bake out the Glimora and bring in Archaludon. I think this is a good move. Rock type moves are going to just bounce right off of Archaludon and will give us a plus defense. The close combat might hurt next turn though, so we'll see what we do. Rock Slide. They are Choice Scarf, so now they are locked into this. We're going to bring in Pelipper, and I'm just going to go straight for some damage. I just don't know who to damage. I think I'm just going to go straight for Glimora. Let's see. Rock Slide does a good chunk to Pelipper. Earth Power does a good chunk to Archaludon. Electro Shot should knock out this Glamora, and I should have brought Sinister in the back. Max Revive for $9.89. Click here. And when you click on it, I don't know what it does, but I don't want to find out. Oh, bulked up Primarina. All right, here we go for Weather Ball, right? No, we go Wide Guard, I think, and then we go for Electro Shot on Primarina. Because Rock Slide can't hit us that way. And they go for a Hyper Voice. Although we are +2, so we should just body this thing. What is in the back? What is in the back? Pelipper of their own. This is going to be an interesting development. Weather Ball into Lycanroc. And I think we Electro Shot the Pelly. I don't think it's going to be faster, though. Arcaludon came. Hurricane is not going to knock us out. But we flinch. Now, the reason I brought Sneasler back in is so it can eat up this toxic spikes. Focus Sash. Okay. We're going to do this. And it says that it does 4% to our Arcaludon. So we should live. And we're going to do this right here. Fake Out. Rock Slide. Did he get a Mega Crit? He got a Mega Crit. No. But we still have Dragonite. So this should not be that bad. We're going to close combat here. And we're going to Mega Evolve and Draco Meteor into the Pelipper. We are fairly slow, though. The double flinches might do us in. Nope. Close combat takes out Lycanroc. White Herb puts us back to normal. Hurricane. Does the Draco hit? Draco does hit. And we end up winning our first match. That could have gone a lot cleaner. I don't like the outcome. But we did end up winning. Now, I'm not at a 1-0-0. I played like 3 games before this. So, we are at 1,100s now. I played like 2 games, I think. That's our first win there. Let's go ahead and jump into another one. Just kind of to see some of the teams that are being made. That was an interesting team. This is actually something that's a lot more common. I've seen the Crocodile teams with Whimsicott, and it has been kind of scary. It is a ground-type Pokemon, so ground-type Pokemons are going to cook in this format. They have 2 forms of Sun, in Y and in Sunny Day. Both are delayed, so they're unswitched intable. Unless you kill it and then they switch in. So what I think that we're going to do, I think we can get Sneasler up front with Dragonite. Pelipper has to come. For this specific matchup, I like Basculegion over Arch. I'm going to do that. Basculegion over Arch. They have so many switch-ins for Rain that I don't think that Electro Shot is going to be good enough for us to kind of keep it up long enough. And Sinisha is weak to Fire, and Mega Charizard Y is just a lot of damage. Mimikyu and Crocodile. All right. I think off rip, we have to go ahead and just fake out this Crocodile. And then we're going to have to I know we Mega, right? I think they have Trick Room. I think we Hurricane the Mimikyu. Okay. Fake Out does a good amount of chunk. We break the skies. Trick Room is up. Okay. I see now what they kind of wanted to do. We're going to Dire Claw the Mimikyu. It's funny how it changed to the sad face. And we're going to go ahead and Protect with Dragonite here. The Yoshi is funny. I'm not going to lie. I think it's Yoshi, right? It's like a Yoshi variant. I haven't played Mario in forever. Protect, that's fine. Protect, that's fine. Will-O-Wisp, that makes no sense. It's a special attacker now. Paralysis coming through. It's going to be the slowest things on the field. And then I'm going to Hurricane the Araquanid. I don't know if they know that Dragonite is a special attacker now and not a physical attacker. So that might be why they're going for Will-O-Wisp on us. Archaludon, alright. Paralysis. Hurricane, miss. Good. I don't want to give it a free boost. And we got rid of Mimikyu. Okay. Sneasler is going to be our only way of dealing with Archaludon, really. So here we're going to switch in, as much as I don't want to, we're going to switch in Basculegion, and we're going to go ahead and protect. Basculegion is going to be our sack. Flash Cannon does not kill it, though. Snarl does some solid damage, but not killing, which is pretty good to me. We're going to protect there, and I'm just going to go full Draco onto Crocodile. Full Draco. Again, our special attack is 216, so even if they lower it, it's going to still hit hard. Is this thing Scarfed? No, Assault Vest. Okay. Ah, we missed. Alright. This is where things get crazy. Wave Crash here. We're bringing in Pelipper, even though it is going to bite us in the butt, I think. Because of Swift Swim. Wave Crash still almost kills, man. Electro Shot, they timed it perfectly. In comes Sneasler now. They have Protect. Alright, they have double Protect. We're going to close combat there. And I'm going to bring in Dragonite, I think. Crocodile comes back in. Intimidate drop might be huge. Alright, we're just switching out Pelipper. And we're going for Draco Meteor on Crocodile. It needs to hit. It needs to hit. It won't be enough to KO, but it needs to hit. Actually, I think I'll switch in, and then I'm just going to Hurricane since I have the weather on my side. And I think at this point it'd be double. It's a 2-hit KO either way, so I might as well not lower my special attack. Araquanid comes in. Hurricane does half. Snarl for a little bit of chip. Alright. Weather Ball into Crocodile. Hurricane into Araquanid. Hurricane destroys the Araquanid. Weather Ball destroys the Crocodile. Switching out Archaludon was their downfall. I have no clue why they switched it out. But, I mean, even the little misplay with the Will-O-Wisp was fine. Because it could have just been residual damage. But, I mean, switching out the Archaludon was kind of their downfall, because just Electro Shock kills here, I think. Electro Shock kills here. And then they were so afraid of the close combat, though, I think. Either way, was a good game, too. Let's go ahead, run it back, and do a game 3. Okay, this is another interesting team. This is basically the Marco's Sun team, but instead of Marco's Sun, it's Venusaur, and instead of Porygon 2, it is Farigiraf. I think Porygon 2 isn't in the game. That's why they have Farigiraf, because there's no NFEs, so it's only fully evolved Pokemon. So, oh, and Sneasler obviously was dropped for Incineroar was dropped for Sneasler. What? This is crazy. Crazy time to be alive. So we're going in. I think that we always start Sneasler and Dragonite, and we bring in Rain and Basculegion in the back. Again, just fire teams we don't want to bring our Archaludon, because we can't Terra out of weakness anymore. Protect, Sunny Day. I'm going to go ahead and hit this, Mega Evolve, and hit... Yeah, I'm going to hit this, Mega Evolve, and hit Tailwind. I think they're going to protect the Charizard. Unless they go Tailwind and just Heat Wave, then I'm just kind of doomed. But Multi-Skill should kind of save me there. Yeah, Drought comes through. Tailwind. Heat Wave. The damage, bro. That is so much damage. We get rid of... See, and this is where Sinistcha would be nice next turn, but also we're not going to bring it into a Charizard, because that would be crazy. That'd be crazy, my brother. Venusaur. I think we bring in Pelly and we Hurricane the Venusaur. Heat Wave doesn't do as much because obviously rain is up. Sleep Powder hits though. No. Okay. Weather Ball the Charizard. Hurricane the Venusaur. We start playing the sleep games. I'm not with it, but I mean, what else are they going to do, right? It's probably these two, and they probably brought Sneasler in the back. Yeah. Sludge Bomb almost kills. We get the poison, so we just get this hit. Weather Ball almost kills. The poison does do us in, though. But now we have our own Sneasler. Or actually, Basque Legion is faster. Because we have Tailwind and we have the Last Respect's here, I think. And then we just Hurricane the Sneasler spot. Because they can't fake us out. We're a fighting type. I mean, we're a ghost type and they're a fighting type. What are they doing, bro? What are they doing? Wake up, Dragonite. Wake up, Dragonite. Last Respect's here. Hurricane here. Oh. Solar Beam. Rip. Woke up. Hurricane misses. Bro, that's so sad. Hurricane misses. Alright. Either way, though. Fake out here. I think either way we just lose now. Fake out here. Hurricane here. I think we just lose now. Because we needed to hit this Sneasler, but because we missed that shot, that was kind of bad. Okay. And see, that one we would have probably hit. I'm going to Dire Claw the Charizard and just go for Hurricane on Venusaur. I should have Tailwind last turn so that we could outspeed this thing. Sludge Bomb does not kill. Dire Claw, Paralysis, Poison. Okay, that's something. Heat Wave does do us in, though. GG's. So we're 2-1 so far. Let's go ahead and get another match in. This team is actually something that I kind of struggled with. It's going to be a big sun war versus rain war versus like sand and snow. It's going to be weather wars. I think that's what the first MA regulation is going to be. That's what it's looking like to me so far. With the megas that people have and what they're using, I think that's what's going to be the big thing or theme for this game. All right, we have an interesting team. They have sun, they have sand, and then they just have these two that can kind of work with both of them. This is going to be interesting because we have the third weather, which is the rain. You know what? I think we just go Pelipper, Archaludon, Sinistcha, and then in the back we bring Dragonite. But I don't think we do that order. I think we do Pelipper, Dragonite, Archaludon, Sinistcha. I think that's what we do. Timer on, just so that they don't think I'm stalling them. That's my team. Okay. Why? This is basic sets, right? Basic sets. Except for Incineroar now has Snarl. Crazy what knockoff not being around is doing to the boy. Who are they faking out? I think they're faking out Pelipper. And I think they're putting the Sleep Dragonite. So we'll do this double switch. Let's see how that goes for us. Fake out. Defense boost. Sleep Powder. Bro, we are big brain or I don't know. I don't know what is going on here. We still don't really hit anything super effective though. So I think I really think that we just go Draco into Venusaur. And just No. I think we go Body Press here. And then I think we double switch into Dragonite. Sleep Powder. Okay, that was called for. Parting Shot. Alright. They don't want this thing to set up at all. We still have Sky High Defense though, so. There's that. Our Caledon being asleep will be a problem later on. Charizard is coming in. They're going to Terra. That means... that means we have to Draco the Charizard even though it's not going to hit. We have to Mega, and then we have to Hurricane the Venusaur. And I think we lose our Caledon here. I think we do. It missed. Oh, okay, we don't. Whoa, double miss. And we get the Sash. Pelly comes in now. And now we go for Tailwind. Heat Wave does pitiful damage. We are burned now, so the Sleep Powder does not work. That is so much better for us either way. I mean, this thing really doesn't have anything to hit us with. We're going to Heat Wave there. I mean, Weather Ball there. And we're going to Hurricane here. Double Protect, that's fine. Weather Ball there. Hurricane here. They're stalling out our Tailwind, which is kind of crazy. Incineroar is going to get bopped by this. Milotic is going to eat this up. Actually, not that bad. Not that bad. Not that bad at all. If they bring in Venusaur, no. I was going to say, if they bring in Venusaur, they can keep Milotic kind of up for a little bit. We're going to bring in our Caledon, though, and we're going to just Draco the Charizard. See if we can survive a Draco from this thing. Oh, it lives on 10. Heat Wave, missed our Caledon, hits Dragonite. Ice Beam does do us in because we're 4-time weak. Alright. Tailwind finishes, but in comes Pelipper. And you know what? I'm feeling frisky. Let's just go for it. And... we're going to Weather Ball into the Charizard. Hurricane. Oh, the Hurricane hits hard. Electro. Okay, now they can't reset up Rain. And we have Sinister here. Alright. I think even if this guy doesn't do anything, we just Matcha Gotcha for the kill, right? Hurricane does kill. Sleep Powder goes through. Man, this is going to outrun my Rain turns. We need a 2-turn Wake Up. So this one's always guaranteed to sleep. What do they even do, though? Scorching Sands does a lot, actually. Giga Drain does not do enough. Wake Up. I think even with the double up, they don't do enough. Yeah, they do enough. I'm lying. They do enough. GG's to them. That was close. Sleep is annoying, bro. Sleep is so annoying. Alright, so now we're 2-2. We got to end off the video on one more battle. Maybe we can go 3-2. Maybe we'll go 2-3. Let's see what happens. This one is an interesting, kind of similar situation here. They switched 2 of the Pokemon from Eric Rio's team. Mega Gengar and Mega Dragonite. A lot of people are running double Mega, which is actually kind of weird to me as well. You know what? I think we go Sneasler. Sneasler, our Caledon. Dragonite. And I think Pelipper in the back. Let's see what happens. Okay, Pelly up front with Earthworm. They're going to switch in Gengar here. But I'm going to double up just in case they didn't switch in. That's crazy. I expected the double in. Tailwind is now live, but now we are still faster than most of the things on the field. Maybe not max speed Gengar, but close combat should be taking this out, and Pelipper should be taken out by this. They are sashed though, I think, yeah. Dragonite, that's not very good for them. Close combat by Sneasler is just knocking things out. Electro Shot. That does half through multi-scale, by the way. And we get the win. GG's. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really do like this team, and I think I'm going to take it pretty far. Pelipper, Basket Legion, Sinistcha, Sneasler, Archaludon, and Dragonite have been putting in some work. I think the sprites are so funny as well. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you think rain is going to reign supreme? Is it going to be sun? Maybe we get sand? Or could it be snow? Either way, I'll catch you guys in the next video. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you guys on the next one. I'm out.